The legendary Jim Carrey has officially ended an era by selling his estate. But not every celebrity is so lucky. Look at Floyd Mayweather, a champion in the ring, but a total loser in real estate, losing $14 million on a single deal. Meanwhile, Paris Hilton is celebrating her triumph after snatching a castle from Mark Wahlberg for $63 million. How did Rihanna outsmart the system? And why are Bennifer in a panic to offload their palace? We're breaking down the wildest wins and fails of celebrity homes. In Hollywood, mansions change hands faster than gloves. But Jim Carrey broke the pattern. 30 years in one home. What kept a comedy legend inside this magical refuge? It starts with rarity. 2 acres in Brentwood, near impossible privacy, even for celebrities. On this land sits a 12,700 square foot ranch. 5 bedrooms, art-filled rooms, walls covered with Carrey's own works, and seamless indoor-outdoor flow opening to a central courtyard. Then the world he built. An old Hollywood theater, private gym, office, full tennis court, waterfall pool, sauna, steam room, and a meditation deck hidden in the gardens. But Sanctuary has a price. Annual taxes around $230,000, and the estate sold in 2025 for $19.75 million. This isn't a property. It's the place where Carrey's legend took shape. The question is, who becomes its next keeper? The boxing legend, with a 50-0 record, just took a loss. Money Mayweather lost $14 million selling his Beverly Hills estate. What went wrong with a house even Floyd couldn't flip for profit? Prime location, next to the Beverly Hills Hotel. Street-to-street lot, private theater, gym, glass wine bar. 15,000 square feet of marble, oak, and luxury. Built in the 90s, partially refreshed in the 2010s. But in 2024, the luxury market hit pause. Interest rates climbed. Cash sat still. Even the most iconic addresses sat unsold for months. And Mayweather's home? It stayed on the shelf for nearly a year. All the while, he was paying over $340,000 a year in property tax just to hold it. Even for Floyd, that's a pricey timeout. In the end, he bought it in 2017 for $25.5 million. Sold it in December 2024 for $11.5 million. That's almost a 55% drop on a trophy asset. But someone else played the round like a champ. While the market hesitated, an anonymous investor pulled a golden ticket, picked up a finished estate in one of Beverly Hills' most secure pockets for less than the land and build cost. Now that same house is back on the market, listed at $32 million. So here's the real question. Did the market simply bounce back? Or did someone just pull off the luxury flip of the decade? The Bennifer economics lesson. How to burn $18 million in 24 months. Think real estate is always an asset? Ask Ben Affleck. After buying their dream home for $60.85 million, the couple is now unloading it for $52 million, losing about $750,000 for every month they owned it. And here's where luxury starts to burn. This is Crestview Manor, a 46,000 square foot titan with a 155-foot zero-edge pool, a full NBA-level sports arena, a 5,000 square foot guest penthouse, a guardhouse, beauty salon, private cinema, and parking for 80 cars. A private resort disguised as a home, and it bills like one too. Annual property taxes hit $776,000. Still, its scale, engineering, and privacy make it a true trophy. If you want a private world above Los Angeles, this is it. And if you want to understand luxury economics, just ask Bennifer. They already paid the price. The biggest deal of the year. Did Paris Hilton evict Mark Wahlberg? No, she bought his dream. A tour of the estate where testosterone turned into ultra luxury. A French chateau built over 5 years with star architect Richard Landry, now Hilton's new fortress, on a rare 6.14-acre lot in ultra-private North Beverly Park. A full resort, pro basketball/pickleball court, 5-hole golf course, skate park, grotto pool, theater, wine cigar vault, and tasting lounge. Inside, 30,500 square feet, a two-story library, dual kitchens, elevator, 12 bedrooms, and 20 baths. Hilton paid a record $63.1 million. HOA, $6,427. Taxes, approximately $700,000 per year. A home like this isn't bought, it's claimed. If you had the chance, would you take it? 2023, Los Angeles introduces the mansion tax, up to 5.5% extra on luxury sales. Chaos. But Rihanna moves like a sniper. She closes the deal 24 hours before the law activates. A penthouse once priced at $35 million becomes hers for just $21 million. She takes the entire 40th floor, 4 terraces, a private elevator, 360-degree views, and bunker-level privacy. While others paid millions in penalties, she saved millions with perfect timing. A 1934 estate that once saved Hollywood. Swift buys it for $25 million and restores everything down to the last original detail. Gardens, library, terraces, tennis court. Then she does the impossible. She gets it officially landmarked. Taxes drop, value skyrockets. Today it's worth over $35 million, and it can't be rebuilt or replicated. It's not real estate, it's a museum with Taylor's signature on it. The Madison House from Lost Highway. We're entering David Lynch's private creative fortress. For over 35 years, this hilltop wasn't just his home. It was his laboratory, his secret studio, the birthplace of cult cinema. But what's hidden here goes far beyond film history. This is 5 merged parcels on a Hollywood Hills slope, a private 2.3-acre enclave, a trophy asset you cannot recreate today. At its core stands the Beverly Johnson House, designed by Lloyd Wright, son of Frank Lloyd Wright. The pool and pavilion, created by his grandson, Eric Lloyd Wright. 3 generations of Wright architecture on one hill, a phenomenon in itself. Lynch lived, wrote, edited here. And the house at 7035 Sonalda became Madison's home in Lost Highway. Inside was Lynch's private editing and screening room, a creative chamber sealed from the world. The complex asks $15 million, but the next owner must pay the price of legend. After Prop 13 resets, annual taxes jump to $187,500 a year. This isn't a purchase, it's an invitation to become the keeper of Hollywood mythology. If you're ready to own history, step inside. Your favorite queens of kindness, Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres, built their palaces literally on your tears. While Oprah walls herself off from you with a giant fence in Montecito, and Ellen cynically flips homes for quick millions, Call of Duty creator Dave Anthony builds secret rooms in his mansions with a military operation budget. Today we will show the real financial scale of their empires, against which even global pop icons like Joe Jonas and Maluma look like humble students. Let's start with media queen Oprah Winfrey. Her strategy in Montecito isn't just buying a home, it's total territorial seizure. A prime example is the acquisition of a neighboring farm for nearly $29 million. Why did she need a relatively modest 1955 house right next to her main estate? The answer is simple: control. By adding these 23 acres, Oprah expanded her holdings to an incredible 70 acres, creating an unprecedented buffer zone for absolute privacy. True luxury for her is the absence of neighbors, and it costs insane money. The assessed value of just this added parcel skyrocketed to $37.2 million, leading to a shocking annual property tax bill hovering around $390,000 just for this buffer zone. This isn't a house, it's a self-sufficient fortress with its own water wells, costing millions to maintain. Unlike Oprah's accumulation strategy, Ellen DeGeneres acts as a high-frequency trader. For her, homes are casino chips for quick resale. Take a look at this house in Beverly Hills. She bought it for $15 million in 2018 and got rid of it just a year later for $15.5 million. Even in a stagnant market, her name ensures liquidity and a quick deal. She transformed an old 50s house into a masterpiece of relaxed luxury, replacing walls with glass. But here is the financial nuance of her strategy. After her quick sale, the property tax for this asset skyrocketed from a measly $4,900 to over $184,000 a year for the new owner. Ellen takes the cream and leaves, leaving others to pay the bills. But what happens when the creator of Call of Duty takes charge? Dave Anthony approached building his Bel Air home like developing a AAA game blockbuster with an unlimited budget. He bought the land with an old house for $3.5 million, demolished everything to the ground, and built a unique estate from scratch. The level of perfectionism is off the charts. Wood for the floors was specially imported from Germany, and construction costs are estimated at an insane $800 to $1,000 per square foot. And yes, as a tribute to his profession, the house features a soundproof office with a real secret room hidden behind a bookshelf. The result of this obsession? A sale for $22 million, a colossal profit compared to the land price. Now compare these financial titans with the new school. Their empires still look like training grounds. Joe Jonas is just learning to use his name as leverage. His house in West Hollywood was the ideal starter home. He bought this 1920s bachelor pad for $2.595 million, added his celebrity provenance to the home's history, and sold it a year later for $2.895 million. A modest profit of $300,000 is rookie level compared to the multi-million-dollar operations of Ellen or Oprah. But he is learning to play the game. And finally, Maluma in Miami. He chose vertical living in the 10 Museum Park Tower. Yes, it's a loft with panoramic views and skyscraper security, ideal for a touring artist. But this life at the top comes with an insane tax. Monthly HOA fees here can exceed $2,700 per month. Think about it. He pays almost $33,000 a year just for air, for a concierge and a clean pool, even if he doesn't show up in the city for months. This is a real tax on flexing. As we can see, behind the glossy facades lies complex and expensive financial mechanics. We've seen a battle of philosophies. Oprah's eternal fortresses with insane land taxes, Ellen's quick cash, Anthony's technological madness, and Maluma's tax on air. Whose strategy is brilliant business, and whose is just a crazy ego spend that the rookies still have a long way to grow into? Write your honest opinion in the comments. Let's argue, and subscribe for more financial breakdowns. How do you buy a mansion for $13 million and end up owing 21? This isn't magic, it is the mathematics of the flex. But our hero is not alone. Today on the list, the streamer's bubble, the granite parasite, the bank vault, and a billionaire's personal bunker. They have one thing in common, an insane price tag. But while some build eternal fortresses of power, others are digging their own financial graves. Where is the imperial scale? And where is the prop that is about to collapse? Let's expose the cards. Let's start with the answer to our riddle. 9,996 Sunset Boulevard. 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, approximately 12,000 square feet, sitting on 0.9 acres, previously renting for $75,000 a month before the finances imploded. This property represents the chaos of new money colliding with zero discipline. Buying this $13 million Beverly Hills mansion, influencer FaZe Kaysan promised a luxury lifestyle. But behind the facade lay a crumbling reality. He treated a multi-million-dollar hard asset like a rented skin in a video game, assuming the YouTube views would pay the mortgage forever. But the algorithm changes, the bank does not. While he was flexing on Instagram, the bank was already printing the eviction notice. In court, it was revealed the LLC had absolutely no financial books, just a gaming room. He admitted he just didn't pay his taxes since 2021. The asset is now buried under $21 million in debt, a pyramid scheme of loans far exceeding the home's value. The debt was sold to a loan-to-own fund that specializes in seizing assets. Lenders are taking everything. A mansion meant to symbolize success became a financial death trap. Now, the opposite polarity. Philston Estate, 12,057 square feet, 9 beds, is 105.9 acres of pure financial gravity. Built by the Colgate dynasty, approximately $30 to $40 million build cost today, this monument to American aristocracy is now the worst investment of your life. The owners didn't buy a home. They inherited a century-old expense system that never stops taking. Millions spent on burying power lines added zero market value. The winter nightmare. Heating this granite mass costs $8,000 per month. Not to keep you warm, but just to keep the stone from cracking. It devours heat like a cathedral. The annual burn. Tax is $67,485. Grounds maintenance runs consistent, six-figure sums. Renovations are unrecoverable costs that the market ignores. The $7.5 million asking price isn't a deal. It's a desperate attempt to offload a massive financial liability disguised as a historic mansion. Philston is not an asset. It is a debt generator with a long driveway. Next is 1016 North Hillcrest Road, 7,016 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, on a 1.32-acre ridge, previously renting for $90,000 plus per month due to its museum-level design. This isn't a living space, it is a Swiss bank vault with windows. Located in Truesdale Estates, this property was engineered as a sterile container for capital. The 75-foot walls aren't just for privacy, they are the steel sides of a safety deposit box, protecting art worth more than the structure itself. There is no warmth here, only valuation. Every sightline is calculated for maximum ROI, creating a sterile perfection that screams, "Don't touch," because you are living inside a spreadsheet. Listed at $35 million, the chef's kitchen isn't for cooking family meals. It's a catering lab for serving elites. The owner is merely a custodian of value, paying a $350,000 annual tax bill to sleep inside a diversified portfolio. Finally, the ultimate expression of dominance. 410 Truesdale Place. Nearly 18,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, previously commanding rental estimates above $150,000 a month due to its scale and privacy. Owned by Oakley founder James Gennard, this brutalist fortress of poured concrete defies market norms. Walls up to 20 inches thick, ballistic glass, and 7 years of construction because the concrete was poured in place. A bunker building technique. This is the architecture of FU money. It sits on a promontory where the land alone is worth $60 million. With retractable glass walls, industrial ventilation, and autonomous power, it avoids the massive LA mansion tax, saving millions. So the puzzle is complete. Sunset is collapse. Philston is a parasite. Hillcrest is a vault. Truesdale is a bunker. 4 homes, 4 destinies. In the end, the house always wins. The only question is, will you be the one living in it or the one buried under it? Make your choice. Let me know in the comments.